Welcome to one of my favorite sections of the entire course. In this section, we'll be focusing on hardware wallets, specifically the Ledger Nano S. As you may know, security is key when it comes to storing your wealth, and it's no different when it comes to your crypto assets. Storing your cryptos on a hardware wallet is similar to using a hot wallet like your phone, but it offers a greater level of protection. Hardware wallets make it more difficult for someone to steal your crypto, and that's why I made it my mission to educate you all on the best ways you can protect your digital assets. You will not only learn how to set up your hardware wallets, but we will also show you how to use it as well throughout the course. We will see you in the next video. Welcome to this video. What we're going to do now is go over how to purchase a Nano Ledger S. And what you have to do is go to ledger.com. And I just want to mention again, you want to make sure that you are on the company website. If you are not on the company website, you could potentially buy yourself a ledger that somebody has already hacked. When you're buying a cryptocurrency ledger, when you're getting a hardware wallet, whether it's from Trezor or Ledger or other companies, you want to make sure that you get it from the company, okay? You don't want to get a third-party one. You don't want to get one that's used. If you do that, you have the potential of being hacked. Okay, so we don't want that. Number one, you want security when it comes to your crypto. So this is a way that you can own your private keys. Okay, so the bank doesn't own them, nobody else owns them. You own your keys, but you are responsible and you have to make sure that you do it properly. I don't want any problems. I want you to go to ledger.com. So let's cut over to the big screen. And again, ledger.com. So if we hit enter or refresh, you can see their website here, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for the cheapest one. So for most of you, if you want, you can purchase the X. It has Bluetooth capabilities, but other than that, you can do almost as much on the Ledger S. And I'm gonna pick one up today, and we're gonna unbox it in a future video as well. So I'm gonna unbox it, set it up with you, and we're gonna do this properly so that you are set up with your cryptos. And yeah, this is a great way to store your cryptos. So again, shop.ledger.com. Do not go on a fake website. So unlike storing your cryptos on an online exchange or even with software, you have a hardware wallet that allows you to utilize a PIN and to physically use the device to protect your cryptos, okay? This is by far the best way of storing your cryptocurrencies, okay? Getting a hardware wallet. I'm gonna go for the yellow one. I think it looks cool. And again, there are some other options. I think the blue's kind of interesting. I usually go with the black when it comes to stuff like this. So that's basically the one that they brand the most. But the yellow one's cool, kind of reminds me of Bitcoin, and it's something that I've wanted to get. So we're gonna go for the Ledger Nano S. And we're going to add that to our cart. And we're just going to go to checkout. And I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. And today we're using Canadian dollars. Here's a quick conversion chart of dollars versus USD. Okay, and I'm going to do this as an individual. I could do it as a company, but this is going to be a personal purchase. And there are different forms of payment you can use, one being a credit card, Visa debit, and then what we're going to do today is just PayPal. So that's going to be a way we can do this. So same as the shipping. So we are going to check out with PayPal. Okay, so this is going to come to $93.98 USD. Okay, so once we get the Nano Ledger S, what I'm going to do is unbox it for you, and then we're also going to set it up. And then later on in the course as well, we are going to stake Cardano, so ADA tokens, and I'm going to show you how to properly store your cryptos on the ledger and show you how to get some dividends with it as well. So we're going to earn a yield just for staking our coins, which is really cool. Okay, so that's all I have for you in this video. We will see you in the next one. Welcome to this video. What we're going to do now is unbox the Ledger Nano S. So I did take off the initial wrapping. What I'm going to do is unbox and show you the device itself, show you what it comes with. And also remember, we have a video step by step how I purchase the Nano Ledger S. And if you want, you can buy the X. It's probably a better option. You will be able to utilize more cryptos on it. But again, this is the cheapest one that you can stake Cardano with. So for me, that's a huge win. Okay, so it's a beautiful box. Kind of reminds me of Apple. And again, don't buy this secondhand. You want to make sure that you get it from Ledger. You want to make sure that it is sealed and nobody tampered with it. Somebody could tamper with the Ledger and they could take your cryptos, and you don't want that. So pay the money. Don't buy it used. Never buy stuff like this used. Okay? And again, this course is all educational purposes only. So this is what it looks like when you get the Ledger. My buddy Kevin got the transparent version. He said it looks really cool. So when I ordered my Ledger, I went with the yellow version, and I must say the build quality compared to the Trezor, the Model T, and the original Trezor 1, this isn't very great. This is just kind of like, you know, a USB. It's not built very well, so I will say that the build quality is not great. I'm just going to be honest. But we are going to set this up in another video. I'm going to show you how to set up your ledger so that you can put Bitcoin on it, Ethereum, and other coins, especially things like Cardano. So it also has this in here. Inside here, it's probably some manual. Yep, so this is going to be a very key component to when you're setting up your ledger. And we're going to do a video at my desk over there. I have a standing desk. And what I'm going to do is set this up step by step so you can do the exact same thing. Again, we're taking you from beginner all the way to pro when it comes to buying, selling, and storing your cryptos and more. So here we have our page for our recovery phrase. We're going to take this a step further, and we're going to be able to do this on metal. So what I'm going to teach you in this course is a nice DIY hack, and you don't have to do this, but we're going to be stamping our recovery phrase, seed phrase, on metal, and I'm going to show you how to do that on stainless steel. You could also just write down your recovery phrase on these papers. So when you set up your ledger or any hardware device or wallet, it's going to give you 12 to 24 words, and with those words you can restore your wallet in case you ever lose your device. So the words that they give you are going to be more important than the device itself. You can always buy a new device, but you cannot get back these words. These words will unlock your wallet, which allow you access to your cryptos on the blockchain. Okay, I'm going to repeat that. So the 12 word or 24 word, in this case, recovery seed phrase is going to allow you to restore your hardware wallet or a wallet in general to access your cryptos, private and public keys on the blockchain. So one way I want you to think about this is that you have your cryptos on your private keys on the blockchain. This grants you access to it, and then you as the person has ownership of this in your seed. You need your seed phrase. This is very, very, very important, okay? So that's what we have here. I'm gonna write this down, and again, start.ledgerwallet.com. That's how you're gonna set up your device. We're gonna do that step by step. And then of course you have a USB. This is an older USB. And if you buy the Ledger X, then you can just use Bluetooth and use it on your phone as well. This doesn't allow you to do that. So it comes down to how much you want to spend. This is the cheap route for you. And also, if you want, you can go with my favorite wallet, which is the Trezor Model T. I do not have this one yet. I bought this for the course so I can teach it with you. Okay, so that's what we have here. And then of course you could even, you know, attach all this good stuff on here. So maybe we'll do that right now. Why not? Cryptocurrencies take a long time to get used to, and that's why I want you to watch everything step by step. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And again, it's very similar to the Trezors. I have another course where we show you how to set up a Trezor Model 1, very similar to the Model T as well. So that's what we're going to do, and we will see you in the next video. All right, so welcome to this video. What we're going to do now is set up our Ledger Nano S. So what I have is our main camera. This is going to be our overhead. So right here we have the ledger, we have the yellow one. So we did a video on the unboxing, and then we're also going to have another monitor for me to switch to when we go on the site. So our goal is to get this all set up, and what you're going to need is a ledger. This could be the S or the X. And then what you're also going to want is going to be a pen. You're going to want your recovery phrase or just a piece of paper, that's fine too. And then your box with everything. And then we'll put that off to the side. And what we're going to do is just make sure that we have a cable ready to plug in to our ledger, okay? So step number one is going to be to go to the Ledger website. So when you unbox your ledger, you're also going to have a piece of paper and it says to go to start.ledgerwallet.com. So that's exactly what we're going to type in, start.ledgerwallet.com. Okay, so once we go to start.ledgerwallet.com, this is what we are going to do next. And again, I'm going to be showing you everything step by step. Just make sure you have everything ready. Again, your recovery seed piece of paper, or it could be a blank sheet of paper, your ledger, have your cable ready, and also a pen and paper as well. Okay, so what we're going to do is download the Ledger Live app. So for us, I have a Mac. If you have a Windows, use that. So we're going to download the Mac app. So now we're going to open up the Ledger Live desktop. Okay, so what we're going to do now is click on Get Started. And here we are going to briefly read the terms here. So enter Ledger app. And for us, we have the S. Now, of course, it comes down to what you have. As you can see, we have the S. So the S, the reason I got it is because it's cheaper and it supports Cardano. So later on in the course, we're going to show you how to do a metal recovery seed. And we're also going to have somewhere in the course how to properly back it up in a simple way as well. So we're going to hit on the Nano S. Okay, so first time using the Nano S. So basically what it's asking you here is, are you setting up a new device for the first time, or are you just backing up one that you lost? For us, we just bought one. Now, if you did follow all these steps, and if you were recovering it, that's how you were going to recover it. You would click over here to restore your wallet. So you would restore it. For us, we are going to hit on Setup New Nano S. Now, this is going to give you the opportunity to own your crypto assets. So it's a cold storage device. So let's do this. And again, make sure that nobody is around you. I'm probably going to talk about it a lot throughout the course, but your recovery phrase is more important than the device itself. It's going to allow you to set up another wallet down the road if you lose it. This has happened to me before. I think it's happened to most people in crypto. This is the most important aspect of the entire course, okay? No matter if you're getting a hardware wallet or it's just a regular wallet, pay attention to this. So, okay, I'm ready. Let's do this. So what we're going to do is connect the device. So I'll switch over to my overhead, and we are in. So right now it says, welcome to Ledger Nano S. And it's got these two buttons. So there's only two buttons. And throughout this tutorial, I'm probably going to blur a couple things out if I have to, because I'm going to be putting my crypto in the future, at least some of it, on here. Okay, so on our device, what we're going to do is just hit the next. Press left or right button to navigate. So left, right, very simple. So press both buttons to validate. And again, very similar to the Trezor 1. So I have a Trezor 1 here and also a Trezor Model T. Set up as new device. Restore from recovery. So set up as new device. If we want to say yes to that, so I can restore recovery phrase. We don't want to do that. We want to set up a new device, okay? So as you can see on here, I'll try to zoom in. We are going to set up a new device. So basically to hit enter, you want to hit both buttons at the same time, these two. So choose PIN code. PIN code. Set up PIN code. So now we have to choose our PIN code, and what we're going to do is use the device. So what you're going to do is, for example, on the first line, you're going to pick a number. And I'll give you an example here. We'll zoom in. So 4, 5, 3. So basically I can go through different numbers. Once I like the number, what I'm going to do is double hit, and then it will allow me to pick another number on the next page, okay? So I'm gonna hide myself doing this, but I'm gonna pick a number. So what I'm gonna do is hit both, and then I'm gonna pick another number, hit both. Okay, so we just went through our PIN, so I put in different numbers, and we're gonna confirm that. So what I'm gonna do is input my set of numbers again to make sure it's done properly. A little time consuming, but there we go. So right here, it's asking me to write down my recovery phrase. So again, it comes down to your backup. So what I'm going to do on my recovery sheet is I'm going to also put my PIN on here. So I have a sweet pen. I'm going to do it off camera so you don't see. So for obvious reasons, again, I'm not going to show you what my words are, but you need to make sure that you write this down in the proper order. So word one, you want to put that word under word one. So what I can do if I have to is purchase a new Ledger device, plug in my 24 words, and then it would restore my private keys that are held on my wallet. So your private keys are on the blockchain. So this device, this wallet, this hardware wallet, allows us to interact with our private keys. It grants us access. This is basically going to be the key to our private keys. That's the way I want you to look at it. So already 12 words in. You never show anybody your words except for yourself. So now it's probably going to ask me to rewrite these words. Okay, so I finished writing my 24 words. I'm going to blur this out for obvious reasons because I'm going to be putting cryptos on here, specifically more Cardano. I think Cardano is criminally undervalued. Your recovery phrase is a secret list of 24 words that backs up your private keys. Exactly. So I understand. Yep, we did this. So what it's going to do is have us confirm our words. So again, do not share your words with anybody. So let's take the quiz. So as a Ledger user, my crypto is stored on the blockchain. So as cool as it is that you own your private keys, you have access to it, it also comes with some responsibility. So make sure that you religiously back up your seed phrase. And in this course, I'm very excited because I'm going to show you the ultimate way of doing that. Okay, so what we're going to do is just unplug our ledger, and we are going to plug it in again. Phrase, and I'm going to put it off to the side so I don't have to blur it out when editing. So we're going to plug in our device again. So right now I am restoring the recovery phrase that we just created. Okay, so now that we have our 24 word phrase, now it wants us to plug in our 24 words. So this is where it's going to take a bit of time. Okay, so allow ledger manager, and we're going to hit yes. So settings here. So if we look at our monitor, it says all good. It's genuine and ready to use. So now it comes down to which applications we want, which coins we want. And on our device, it has settings. What we're going to do is check out our Ledger Live. Ledger Live is a piece of software that you can have on your laptop or desktop. For me, I have a desktop that I use. So I also have Trezor Bridge, and I'm familiar with those. Now we need to start out with the portfolio. Let's add an account. And for now, let's just use some BTC. So we're going to create a Bitcoin wallet on here. And with the device, this is where we're going to confirm everything, okay? So that's what makes these hardware wallets unique. It's a cold storage device when it's not connected to the internet. And then you also have the fact that you need the physical device and the pins in order to grant access to send away your coins. So if somebody has this, they still need your pin. So it's going to take a little bit to work. And right now it says processing. So if I cut to my overhead camera, run application, Bitcoin. So everything that we're doing on the monitor here, it is appearing with my device too. So what I'm going to do is confirm on the device. So on my device, it says run application Bitcoin. I'm going to hit yes. So we're going to hit confirm. Application is ready. So again, these are synergizing together. So now it's creating a Bitcoin wallet for us. Okay, so here we are just going to hit add account. And we're going to hit done. So we added a Bitcoin account. So now we have a Bitcoin wallet here. So when we click on this, we can receive. So this will be there should be a public address somewhere here. So with our Bitcoin one, our native SegWit, in order to receive, we are going to have a public address. So we have a QR code, and then we also have our string of letters and numbers. We could send that to somebody. Say, for example, we have Bitcoin and we put it on that address. What we're going to do when we send it is we have to approve everything with the physical device. So with this device, we would have to approve. So nobody could, even if they hack into Ledger Live, they could never send away our coins without having the device knowing the PIN. So you'll have a lot more things in the future you could do. So for example, if you had Ethereum or other coins, you could lend them out and earn interest on your coins. Okay, so this will be your dashboard for it. So you could give out loans to your crypto assets and you never have them on the internet really. You have them on your device, which is cool. It just reads your public address. And we're going to talk about things like initial stake pool offering, which I am absolutely in love with. So that's something really cool too. And of course you can buy and sell your cryptos with Coinify. You could also receive your coins when you set up more devices. So what we'll do now is just create a Dogecoin wallet. You have to confirm on your device. So we're gonna, okay, so run application Doge. So now we have a Bitcoin and a Doge account on this device. So no matter what kind of hardware wallet you're dealing with, it's very similar. So for my Trezor 1, Trezor T, very similar. It's all about your backup phrase and being able to confirm it and write it in the proper order and then follow those steps. So that's all we have for you. We will see you in the next video. So you made it to the end of day 4. Congratulations. Now you have a little more knowledge about hardware wallets and how to use them. You don't have to use a hardware wallet. If you can't afford it or you're not interested, don't worry about it. If you have a lot of money in cryptos, I highly recommend picking up a hardware wallet. Get some rest and we'll see you in tomorrow's lectures.